The question on the board is 3 raised power of x plus what? What? Should take off the cap. Okay, after the class. Alright, I will do that. So we have 3 raised power of x plus 3 raised power of x plus 1 plus 3 raised power of x plus 2 is equal to 117. How do you solve this? This is very simple. Now let's consider each of these numbers written. They are called terms. But I'm going to use the term number. Let's consider each of these numbers written. In these numbers, I observe that the first number has one exponent, which is x. The second number has two exponents, which is x plus 1. Are you seeing that? Now the third number has how many exponents? What? No, it's not 4. It's not 4. Yes, you are right. 2. So we have x plus 2. 1, 2 has two exponents. Our main focus should be on the exponents. Basically, those terms that has more than one exponent. So how do we solve this? Before we can solve this, we have to consider the multiplication law of indices. Multiplication law of indices. How do we do that? For instance, if we have a raised to the power of x times a raised to the power of y. The law states that provided we have two equal bases, a and a, the exponents or their powers must be added. So the result becomes a raised to the power of x plus y. We can compare this with this person and this person, but not this person. Who can tell me the reason? What? I'm not really getting you. Write it on the comment section. Put it on the comment section. So the reason is because this base A has two powers, x plus y, and because of that reason, we can compare it with this base 3 with two powers 2, x plus 1, and this with two powers, x plus 2. If that is so, let's change this person back to this person by changing this person to this form. By doing that, let me write solution starting with this person, 3 raised to the power of x plus, if I'm required to convert this person to this, it will become 3 raised to the power of x times the same base a, 3 raised to the power of 1. Let's do the same over here, plus 3 raised to the power of x times 3 raised to the power of 2, which equals 117. Very simple, right? Let's proceed. Now, considering this line, what did you observe? I observed that 3 raised to the power of x is here, 3 raised to the power of x is here, and 3 raised to the power of x is here. That means 3 raised to the power of x is a common factor to each of these terms on the board. What should be the next approach? We have to factorize that. By factorizing, we bring 3 raised power of x outside and open a bracket. 3 raised power of x, 3 raised power of x divided by 3 raised power of x will give 1. When you divide the same quantity or the same number by itself, the result is always 1. Example is 10 divided by 10 is equal to 1, provided that the denominator is not 0. Let's proceed. So let's write here 1 plus, we have 3 raised power of x times 3 raised power of 1. 3 raised power of x times 3 raised power of 1. Then divided by the common factor, 3 raised power of x. By doing this, this will cancel this, and we are going to be left with 3 raised power of 1. And 3 raised power of 1 is equal to 3. So let's put down 3. Plus, over here, 3 raised power of x. 3 raised power of x times 3 raised power of 2, all divided by 3 raised power of x. Now these two, because they are common, we cancel out. When you cancel out, I'm going to be left with 3 raised power of 2. And 3 raised power of 2 gives 9. How did we get 9? 3 raised power of 2 means 3 times 3. And 3 times 3 is equal to 9. This is 9. Then bracket close, which is equal to 117. The next approach, we have to add up all the numbers in this bracket. So that gives 3 raised power of x times, let me use dot to represent times. 1 plus 3 is 4, and 4 plus 9 is 13, gives 13. This is equal to 117. Now at this point, we have a number with a letter, a number, then a number. The next step is to transfer all the numbers without a letter to one side of the equation so that a number with a letter will remain in one part of the equation. How do we achieve that? We have to divide the two sides of the equation by the same thing, which is 13. 13 and 13. So 13 cancels 13. You are going to be left with 3 raised power of x is equal to 117 divided by 13. Over here we have 3 raised power of x, which is equal to 117 divided by 13. So 3 raised power of x is equal to, if you divide 117 by 13, you have 9. From here, since the left side is 3 raised power of x, is in their exponent form, and this person is not in exponent form, what should be done? We have to change 9 into their exponent form or index form. And 9 is the same as 3 times 3. That is the meaning of 9. And 3 times 3 gives 3 raised to the power of 2. We are going to replace 3 raised to the power of 2 by 9. Therefore, we have 3 raised to the power of x is equal to 3 raised to the power of 2. Because we are having equal base 3, 3, and they are the bigger number carrying the little numbers. So since they are the bigger number, let's call the bigger boys the father, while these are the children. So after some time, after many years, the father and this father, they will go to work, pass out. It will remain just the children. Since that is so, then x will equal to 2. And the final result to this is x equal to 2.